Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a password protector notebook type situation. I've been meaning to do this because I need somewhere to put like my YouTube passwords and my name and password, my email, just different things like that. You can do, like, I already have one for my bills and such as that, like super important things. I've done that for, but I don't have one for my YouTube and swag bucks or inbox dollars or influencer or all these different things. I have the most wonderful system in the world for that. Post-it notes. No, not a good system. So I am going to make me a little notebook type situation for that. Yes, I could use a regular notebook, but I have the materials that I want to make a pretty one. And I want to make one that I can add to and take out, and one that's small, that's not huge. So I'm going to show you some of the tools that I'm going to use for doing this. Some of the tools I may show you during the situation because I may or may not need them, and I don't want to show you stuff I'm not going to use. The first thing I'm going to use is a laminator, which I cannot show you right now. I actually have a Swingline Fusion 1000L. It is heating up. Well, actually, maybe I can show it to you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's getting hot. I have this. That is what I have. The kind of laminator I have. And then I've got the Scotch Thermal laminating pouches. And what I'm going to try to do is use my small little laminating pouches. I actually got these on clearance. So I'm gonna try to use these. I don't know why I'm holding them upside down, but there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use these because they're already curved and everything. And if I can, because these are 4x6, I may be able to use that for my thing. I don't think I will be able to though, because it's actually 4.5x6 that I need it for. I'll check. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be later. The next thing you need is one-sided craft paper. The thin paper, not the thick cardstock, but one-sided craft paper. I got this big, huge book from Tuesday Morning a long time back. It was like $8 for this. Normally it's $20 everywhere else. And I think I had a coupon or something. But 20 or more. But anyway, that you pick whatever color you want, but it's one-sided. You could use two-sided, but that's going to be wasting one side. You'll figure that part out in a few minutes when I show you that part. And I'm going to say part 14 more times. And then this one is, the next thing you need is a double-sided craft paper. I got this. It was normally $10 at Walmart, and it was on clearance for $3.50. But it's double-sided, as you can see. It's really cute. So I choose my paper from that. The next thing, which is very unconventional and crazy, paint chips. From Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, wherever they sell paint that they mix. You go in and you can ask them, hey, can I have some of these paint chips for a project? Or this is what we did, or what I did. I went in and I said, hey, I need some of these paint chips for a project I'm doing. I got these months ago. Like, seriously, 8 months ago probably. Maybe more. And I got these for this purpose, but just never have done it. Whoops. Anyway, the next thing you will need is, which I'm using, this is IQ 360 organizing paper. It's kind of like the Happy Planner papers that you can take in and out. You could use something with a 3-hole punch, whatever, that way. This is 4.25 by 5 3/4. That's the size of this paper. You can use whatever size you want. This is just the size I'm using. It comes in 50 sheets each pack. I paid 50 cents for each pack, so that's $1. I'm not going to give you the prices of everything because I don't know the prices of everything. The next thing you would need, if you're using the type of paper I'm using, is the rings that goes with it. I got these for $1, as you can see. There's going to be more than I need here because I only need 5. There is 12 here. They're 1-inch ones. You can get the other kind, like Happy Planner kind and stuff like that, from Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Joann's. These came from Walmart. These kind you can get from Walmart. This is 150 sheet capacity. I only need 100 sheet capacity because that's all I'm putting in, and I may not even put all those in. That's what I'm using. Okay, and the tools I'll be using, I'll show you as I go. The first thing I'm going to do is the actual front cover of my book. So, I have chosen this for my paper for my front cover. And because this paper is not long enough or wide enough, I'm going to have to use 2 sheets of paper, which I really didn't want to do, but I am. And this is the back side. This will be my front and back cover. And I'm going to go ahead and measure them off and cut them. I've already got my measurements decided. It's going to be 4.5 by 6. So, I'm going to go ahead and measure. And I kind of want this camera in it. So, I'm going to start at this line. Actually, you know, I'm going to take my paper cutter because there's a line here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off because I don't want that line on my actual book. Suck the life right out of my vein. So I'm going to go ahead and measure. So, because I want my words to be going across like this, this is where I'm going to measure my 4.5. When you spoke my name, got the kind of thing going that tips the scales. Yeah, you keep me sane. Then I'm going to just go over this side because that side is marked. I'm going to measure from here to here, and I'm going to mark my 6. That's my 6-inch mark. I'll be the clouds beyond skies, will flutter by like butterflies. I'll be the blue inside your eyes, your crazy loving keeps me paralyzed. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like to see reflections of you. And I'm just gonna hope that I got both of them the same size, but now we're gonna check them to see. Because I am notorious for not. Oh, I did it. Okay. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to laminate these. And while these are laminating, I'm going to show you some more things. While that's going on, I'm going to show you something else. Okay, we need to do a front and back. No, sorry. We're going to need to do the dividers. That's what they're called, dividers. We're going to do the dividers, and the way I'm going to do the dividers is I'm going to use these paint chips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of paper, which I've already done a lot of them, and I'm going to glue this on the back because, as you can see, there's writing all on here. So I'm going to take my paper. Well, let's see. I may not have it. This may not be a big enough sheet of paper. Okay, that is going to be for something else then. Okay, let me get another sheet of paper. How about this one will work? Oh, there's the same thing I have. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape and... Okay, everybody talks about the Tombow tape. This stuff's expensive, which I got it on clearance for $2, and it's normally like... Drop it on the floor. Or not on the floor, but whatever. It's normally like $8. I would never pay full price for this stuff. I'm just saying. I wouldn't. Because it's so annoying. But then again, It could just be me. See, it just won't even come off. There we go. Now, maybe it'll move. But, anyway, you take your tape or glue or whatever this stuff is. It's supposed to be glue. And you put it on. And what I'm going to do, because I don't want to cut all 4 sides, is I'm going to line this up with one side of this. Okay, and I'm going to sit that down like that. I'm going to take my little tool and I'm going to cut this paper. I'm going to just butt it right up to that paint chip and cut that paper. And because this tool can be maneuvered in many ways, I can cut that off with no problems. And then the back side's covered. You can actually use this for your front side. There are letters up here, or number and letters up here. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do now is take my little cutting tool and I'm going to line that to where I want it, chop that off. There's still this letters and this bear down here. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that later. Now, the last thing I need to do with this, because I need it to have holes, just like my paper has holes, I'm going to take it and I'm going to punch it. Yeah, that's the word, punch it. So I have my Mambi Create 365 Happy Planner hole punch, which is the type of holes that this paper has. I'm going to take it, and I had already figured out where I needed to do it, and I need 5 holes, so I punch it on both of these, and make sure you don't get the wrong side. I did that earlier and I messed up. Okay, well, that's stuck. Why is it stuck? I may need to empty it. I think that's the problem, because whenever I squished it down, it did better. Okay, now that is 2 dividers with holes. I'll show you what I'm going to do with those later. I have a bunch of them. 24 to be exact. And that back one is smaller because, yeah, I made a mistake. But I don't care. Still going to use it because I don't want to waste it. Now, this didn't do exactly like I wanted it to, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half, and I'm going to, can't cut it in half with that one. It won't fit. I'm going to cut it in half with the other one, and I'm going to run it back through the paper, through the laminator again, because actually I'm in my bedroom doing this because the living room was occupied. My husband's watching movies and stuff, so I'm on the bed doing this, so that just didn't have the space it needed to go through and not get bent, but that's okay. I'm going to fix it. Oh, there's glue on the back of that. So I'm going to let that run through again. The next step would be these. Let me put my paper there. And this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all of these, and I have letters. I'll stick that over there and that over there. I have letters in here in one of my sticker books. And I'm going to take, see, it straightened it out that time. I got to trim it up, but that's okay. I'll do that too. I'm going to take each one of these. I'm going to put a letter on it. So I'm going to get my tweezers because I want to be able to do it properly. And I'm going to do that real quick, and I'm just going to run through with a little music and do it speeded up. So here we go. Okay, I know y'all just saw that I just changed something. I don't even know why I did one for A, because I don't need one for A, because I only need dividers between them. I don't need one for A or Z. That's why I have 24, not 26, because there's 26 letters, but there's 24 V's. So, that's those so far. Okay. Now, these I got to cut down to the right size. That one's still a little bit wonky, so I'm going to let it run through one more time just to see if I can get it unwonkified. I unwonkified it. Whatever that word means. This is the part that you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. We'll do this side. Okay. Yeah, front, back. So, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to mark this with one of these. No, I'm not. I'm using the paper, duh. Because that's what I need to use. So, I'm going to use the paper and I'm going to mark this with my, I need a marker, but I have a pen. So, there, 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 and there. Because I'm not putting this plastic in my Happy Planner punch, because I don't want to ruin my punch. I'm going to use this hole punch that is old and has seen better days anyway. Wanna taste you again like a secret. Now I'm going to do the other side. Make sure whenever you're doing this that you don't put it upside down, and you don't do, I'm telling you from experience. I'm just saying. But this time I'm not going to mark it. I'm just going to use the front to do the back. And I'm going to do it that way. I am running these through the laminator one more time because of the holes that I just punched. Just to try to make it a little bit more sturdy, cohesive, something. I don't know the word. Some kind of word that I don't know. And I don't have that exactly straight, but I don't care. It'll be functional. Now, for all of these, because they do have the actual name of the color on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find me some of my little silly stickers, and I'm going to put little things on there that I want to put. Just some little something on each one of these. And you'll see that in quick motion. So let's go. I'll be the fight against your fears, forever here, just save those tears. I'll be the courage in your wings, not letting go. Okay, you can see this one is smaller because whenever I was doing it, I messed up a little. And some of these don't go all the way to the edge because I changed how I was going to do it, like when I was planning it all, figuring it out. But that's okay, I don't care. Okay, so these stickers are on there. You can do whatever you want here. I'm not going to do any more stickers right now. I may sometime, but not right now. For now, I'm going to start putting it together. This is going to be the more difficult part because getting them started on the rings is the hardest part of anything whenever you make things with these rings or whenever you put them on here, because I had to actually put my planner together. So I need 5 of these, so I'm going to take out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I've got 7 for something else. And I actually have more of this paper and stuff. So, oh yeah, I forgot to do this part. Oh, I need my little scissors. Please hold while I find those. Found them. The next thing you needed to do was cut a little slit in this. Not too big, because you don't want it to fall off, but just a little spot. I don't know if you can see that little spot. I hope so. That polka dot makes my eyeballs feel weird. I'm pretty sure it may do that to you guys too, but I could be wrong. Okay, there. Those are done. And then you do the same to the back side, which for some reason is a little crooked and wonky. So I'll run it through the laminator one more time. And if I can't get it to do exactly like I want it to, I'll run it through the laminator, throw it on the back really quickly, and put something heavy on top of it, I guess. So let's see if we can get it to straighten up while I start doing this other part. Now, I'm going to put the rings on now. So what you do is you just stick them on, and you stick your papers on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have at least 2 sheets between each one for now. I'm going to probably put more, but for now, for instructional purposes, I'm going to just put 2 on. For now. Okay. Ah! And between every second page... Oh, I forgot to show you something before I do that. I'll do it later. Before every second page... Between every second page, you're going to put a divider. The divider will not go all the way to the edge, and it will stick out the top. That is purposeful. Okay. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to show you what I forgot to show you. What I'm doing is I'm going to divide this into 2 sections. I'm going to have on one side, it's going to be the username, the website and email. On the other side, it's going to be the password. Up here, on the first one, which this one will be B, I'm going to be putting a sticker for the letter that, is starting that book. So I have my stickers here. So this one will be B. If I can get it off the little thing. There. Okay. And it's going to go here. That's where my B is going to be. And B is going to be. And I'm going to make a line that is going to be 1 13/16 is what it's going to be. Because that's the middle of these 2 lines. Now, your own book, you'll figure out whichever you want to do. I'm going from this line to this line. I'm going to do the middle. So it'll be 1 13/16. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's what I thought. I'm going to put there. It's like right after 1 3/4. I probably should have done 1 3/4. That is not... Oh, that's 2. Haha. Alright, and then I'm going to put a line down the center of that. All the way to the bottom. I'm going to do that with the whole book. But what I'm going to do after I have that line there, I'm going to come back in with a pretty marker or something. Or a piece of washi or something. I think I'm going to use washi. And I'm going to put a little piece of... I'm going to use washi this time. Which I probably shouldn't have. I think I'll just use washi from now on and not do the line. That way you guys can see. You can't see the, you won't be able to see that center thing. But anyway, I'm going to separate it with washi. Or, separate the username, password, and the website email, because you're going to have the email you used or the website or the password Really, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put up here website and username, because a lot of times I use my email for a username. With some things you have to. So anyway, but a lot of things I just use a username. But anyway, and over here is going to be password. There's that, and that's messy, but that's done. And I'm going to separate every one, but that needs to be a little bit better than that. And I can use as many pages, as much space as I want, like as many lines as I want. But yeah, and you can use the back side too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it together, and then I'll do all of that whenever it's all together, and I can mark it all then. Or I may not do that at all. But I'm going to go ahead and put my stickers in as I go. I'm going to go ahead back over here and put my A. And I'm trying to pull up the wrong A, so that will never do. I tried to pull up the gargantuan huge one. Haha. That won't work. Here's my A. And I need to use my tweezers. Alright, there we go. And then we're going to put the C in. And I'm going to speed through this, and I'll show you what the end product, or actually not that complete end product, but what the book looks like once you got it all together. Okay, I just realized I did something wrong. I should have put I should have made a Z one too. But that's okay, I'll make it, and then I'll put this in. But anyway, this is my little book. And this is the way you can just flip through and find your pages. And I'm going to go through and do this to all of them, but you just flip it around, and after you flip it some, it will get better with the movement of it. But with it being new, maybe I should go a little slower. It's going to be more difficult to move it around. But like I said, I'm going to make, oop, I hit the camera, sorry. I'm going to make a Z. I'm going to make a Z one of these. Should have done that already, but oh well, that's okay. I messed up. We all messed up. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this to all of them. I'm not going to show you guys that because you saw how I did this one. It's simple. You can take and you can decorate these if you'd like to. You can leave them like they are. You can write on them. You can do whatever you want because it's yours. You could do anything, like you could do something here, put stickers, whatever. You could put stickers there. I could have, before I laminate it, put my name or something like that, but I really don't want to put my name on here because it's got all kind of words anyway. But I could have put my name here. I could put a cover sheet, like, well, not a cover sheet, but like a, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of what it's called, but I could put another one of these in and put password keeper or whatever. But this is my little password keeper book. It was simple. It was cheap. It did take some time to make it. But it was fun, and it's a creative way to make things your own, I guess. I can add paper to it, or I could take paper away. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in here, and then I'm going to make the other one off camera. That way. But I did not put 2 sheets for Y, and Z. Some of these I may never use because I don't know if I will or not, but you never know. It's just something fun to do. You can also use something like this for an address book, phone number, whatever like that. But anyways, that's all I have for today. I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if there's something you would have done differently. I don't know anything at all, but this is my little book. You can do it for lots of things. You can use it for a lot of different things. And like I said, this is the first time I've done this. And yes, I would have done these differently, but I'm okay with them the way they are right now. So they're really not that big of a deal to me. They don't bother me looking at them like that. I do actually like the ones that are fully covered better. But I'm not so worried about that I'm going to change it. I'm just not. And for some reason, my sticker sheet had the X after the Y. Did you guys see that even? That was weird. And my Y broke a little bit. And the sticker sheet also had an extra R, S, O, and I. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you again for watching. If you want to have more videos, me do more videos similar to this, let me know. And I'll figure out what I can do. I do love doing crafts and things like that. So, yeah. I'm going to quit rambling now. And I'm going to wish you all a good day. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels and be sweet.